Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of the Iron Meditation, the Art of Living and Lifting podcast. I'm your host, Coach Michael, and today we are going to talk about a burnout, how to escape it, a very simple tool I use and I advise to my students to always make it. So if you're feeling that you're just burning out, that the intensity and what's on your plate is too much to handle, this episode is for you. So let's get show on the road. Do you remember the relationship that you burned out because you tried your best and eventually you overshared, overcommuted, overcommitted, gifted over and over again? If not relationship, that it might have been a project you worked at, your dream, like writing a book. In my case, I know for sure it happened. And training wise, how many times have we set a goal that I'm going to do like this, whether be it a six-pack or 18-minute kettlebell snatch or long cycle or the 2 body weight deadlift, whatever. And eventually we tried so hard that we burned out. And then there are these folks who kind of seem just doing it with no much, so it seems at least, no much effort, no much fuss and fuss. They just slowly grinding their way up the road. So the old tale of a hare and a turtle comes to mind here. The thing is that we tend to forget that life was always about volume and about frequency, but never about intensity. Everything from the origin of the universe till the creation of human species, every significant historical era took its time to create the heritage, to create the art, to create architecture, to create everything. It took time. So we're talking a long-term progress here. However, today we are bombarded by social media and by comparison and by everything that is going in the world right now. It seems like we are compressed like an atom on the verge of explosion. So everywhere we look, it seems that somebody does it faster, does it better. Somebody knows something, okay? Some secret stuff, some secret hack that you don't. Somebody is sleeping less, or like Arnold Schwarzenegger put it, sleeping faster. Somebody not having fun and they work, and then quote unquote suddenly, and this is the theme that repeats itself over and over in every good self-help coaching book by a significant worthy guys that you ever read. They repeat the same sentence. It did not take me a day. It took me a decade. You just know me within a day because it took me a fucking decade to grind, okay, and to dig through shit, like in Shawshank Redemption, okay, great movie by the way, okay, 10 fucking years of digging through shit until you finally get there, and nobody sees it, and nobody will ever see it, because before you're famous and you're getting to a conscience, okay, of many people, nobody knows you exist, okay? And come on, it's a fair play, okay? Nobody knew Messi before he became Messi, okay? And nobody knew Arnold Schwarzenegger before he became one, okay? Think about The Rock. Think about the mechanics of it, okay? The secret, quote unquote, that nobody thinks, that we learn about each and every individual or phenomena in the retrospective. Okay, I will come again. We learn about these things in the retrospective, but it creates an illusion that we've known them since they were born. Okay, so when you think about, like my generation is Arnold Schwarzenegger, I know his childhood, I know his history because I read his biography, but I've learned about him after, all right, after he did everything he did, and he became so popular that he reached a Soviet Union. Okay, and Soviet Union with the Cold War was really hard to breach. So think about an impact, okay, of this person, and think about an impact of this explosion. But if you have read Arnold's biography, okay, Netflix is nice, read his book, Total Recall, okay, you've learned that it took him about 20 or something years. We're talking about 2 decades of hard work and slowly, okay, creating the momentum until boom, some guy in Ukraine, in Soviet Union, discovers Arnold Schwarzenegger and says like, wow, like this is like huge, like, success, like, very quick one. And that's why, and this is something, back to training, Soviet scientists, sports scientists understood that you cannot push intensity if you want to create an Olympic athlete. And Soviet scientists had many, many people to try, okay, like Chinese, like German, okay, they had like very much empirical human studies made, okay. So that's why the system works so well, because you never over deliver and you never overtraining yourself. You always keeping it low until the D-Day where you're competing. Okay, so this is the beauty of 60 and 70% effort, be it in a gym and be it in life. Now here, how you accomplish it, a very simple tool. Take whatever you want to do in training, okay, today, cut it by half. This is your workout. You do it, you succeeded, okay, go home. Now, take another half, cut a quarter of a third of it, and do it. So you have a bonus. So you can, like, you're feeling even overachieving now and leave. And this is how you create the momentum in the long term, and this is how you escape a burning out. An advice I gave my online mentee, and he's divorced, and he says, like, it's always with my kids, I try to do so much, and eventually we both just want to go home because we are fed up and we are tired. I said him the same. Listen, plan whatever you want to plan, but plan it first. Cut it by half, what you want to do with your kids. Do it, done, okay? Watch movies, eat ice cream, okay? You're done your part as a parent for the day. Now take the rest 50% and make the bonus. Okay, and kids will feel like it's a bonus, like, wow, we've planned this and we overachieved it. And guess what? Like in a gym, the 60-70% delivers. Now he and his kids are waiting for the mutual time together, simply because they're not burning out and they're slowly, long term, like the evolution itself, the universe itself, they creating the memories and the relationship and the mutual bonding. Okay, so anything you have, cut it by 50, do it, done. Then pick fourth on a quarter on a third, and you've done your bonus. Good luck. and see you in the next episode.